Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Detroit Tigers.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Josh Harrison stands in. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Pittsburgh.
Here comes the first pitch.
John Harrison.
And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike 1, and a new season of baseball is underway. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter, Harrison, often known as J-Hay around the game. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
This guy has been an absolute beast this year so far, leading the team in home runs as he approaches free agency. Huge payday on the horizon.
2-1 to count. Hit high and deep to right center. After it is Martin. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Frazier is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Pirates have elected to.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
And the batter ruled safe.
Here's Starling Marte. He swings and grounds it to short. One there. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. And now the Tigers will get their first opportunity here. No score. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Jameson Taillon is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Matt, this guy is a big power arm. former first-round draft pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And listen, he's what they look like. Big, strong guy. 3-pitch mix, 95 to 97 miles an hour with good life on his fastball, overhand curveball, and a straight changeup. The key to him, throwing strikes. If he's throwing strikes early, expect him to go deep in the game, and he could rack up a pile of strikeouts.
And he struck him out. At the plate, Dixon Machado.
Second baseman, Dixon Machado.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, in the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup hitter's got anything in store.
Boy, what looked like such an easy and a promising easy inning for the pitcher. Now he has to deal with the Thunder, the cleanup hitter coming up.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch, in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
So a full count now.
3-2.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One left for Detroit. Still no score. Up next for the Buccos, Corey Dickerson coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. First pitch coming. Here it is. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Dickerson, originally from Mississippi. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Martin is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 1. Digging in, Gregory Polanco.
Gregory Polanco.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Into the box now, Colin Moran will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. The 1-1. Skied down the left field line. Mata is in pursuit. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. The relay throw, and the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Next for the Tigers, Jeimer Candelario. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Jeimer Candelario.
First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Here's the switch-hitting Victor Martinez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swinging a soft liner. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. A nice aerial look of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast from Comerica Park.
Leading off for
Josh Bell the next to hit. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
0-1.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Mata giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, Zero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. Popped him up. Cabrera is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Francisco Cervelli.
Francisco Cervelli.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bell stands at first with one out. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch to your but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
In now, Josh Harrison. Pushed softly over toward the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Standing in now, Adam Frazier.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Now the 0-1. Oh, and a comebacker. This could be big. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Next up for Detroit, James McCann.
Leading up for the Tigers, catcher.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. One and two to the Tigers catcher.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Here's Leonys Martin. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. His batter-pitcher line against Jameson Taillon. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. A breaking ball taken on the inside corner.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. A little bouncer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. Doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knob.
Ready for another chance? Dixon Machado. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Iglesias, the runner at first with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fly ball out to straightaway left. Dickerson's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning.
Starling Marte.
First delivery to him on the way. Left side, backhanded. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Left fielder, Corey.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Dickerson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Lifted in the air out to right. Castellanos is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Gregory Polanco. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
2-2.
Lifted down the line in left. Mata sprinting after it, and no one will track it down. Hard hit ball to short. Iglesias gets down to make the play and give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. We'll begin things here against Jameson Taillon.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he looks at one in there. 1-2. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's 1 away.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. And that strikeout He never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Nick Castellanos now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Jeimer.
Striding in once again, Jeimer Candelario. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Digging in to try it again, Colin Moran. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Third baseman, Colin Moran.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Now the 0-1. Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey guys, that was a nice job by the batter right there. He was able to get his front foot down early, recognize the backdoor slider, stay inside it, and drive it the other way.
Josh Bell the next to hit, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Hit back up the middle. Iglesias is there to second for 1 on the first. And as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. And a neck-high fastball that time. Ball even at 2-2. No runs on 6 hits and no errors so far for the Pirates. Fastball just a bit high. Francisco Cervelli would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Three-two pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. The 3-2 one more time. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Bucks go down quietly. Halfway home, still no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Victor Martinez, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
Victor Martinez.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Martinez, a veteran at 39 years of age. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Popped him up. Cervelli over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? James McCann looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Little dribbler down the line. Moran takes it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Francisco Cervelli.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Martin able to take it in for the first out.
The batter, number 5.
Josh Harrison stands in. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Fulmer has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Martin is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, designated hitter.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We are still scoreless. Here's Leonys Martin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder, Leonys Martin.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swinging bunt up the line. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
He's set. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Martin gets his lead at first, nobody out. Look out, 2-0 now.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics. Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over.
Boy, you come right out the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Dixon Machado is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. Hit out towards second. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ball 2.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He loses him on ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nicholas Castellanos. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 72, Emmy Romero.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
3-1 the count now. Set. Here's the 3-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. 7th inning coming up. Tigers lead this one 1-0. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. Here's Starling Marte, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Corey.
Digging in to try it again, Corey Dickerson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied down the left field line. Matuk is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. Here's Gregory Polanco, and Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Candelario has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Striding in once again, Jeimer Candelario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Jeimer Candelario.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Lifted in the air to center. Marte is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, number 41.
Ready once again, Victor Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Martinez in front with a 3-1 count. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. No hits to this point. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, that was a nasty backdoor slider right there, but he was able to stay tough and drive that baseball the other way.
Into the box, James McCann, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
2-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2. Ready for another shot now, Leonys Martin. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes again. 1-2. Fouled off. Martinez on second. Mata at first. 2 out in the inning. In tight with the slider. 2-2. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Digging in once again, Colin Moran. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Is back up the middle and into center field. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Into the box now, Josh Bell. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Machado is calling for it. 1 away. Up next for the Buccos, Jordy Mercer. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Here's the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The 1-1 home. Chopped weakly to the left. And that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
Digging in now, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
High in the air out to center field. Martin is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. One left for Pittsburgh. They're down 1-0. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Michael Feliz was on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Comes set with the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Dixon Machado.
Into the box now, Dixon Machado. He was a double play victim last time around. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Harrison. Throw on to first. Gets him from shallow right, and there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but they lead it 1-0. Josh Harrison stands in, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth.
Josh Harrison.
Here's the first pitch to him. Softly hit to short. A barehanded pickup. A big-time glove work, but no chance to turn it into an out, and the tying run is aborted first.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Shane Green takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Shane Green.
Adam Frazier will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Harrison on at first, nobody out. Pulled toward right center field. Castellanos on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Here's Starling Marte. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air down the right field line. Castellanos will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. So striding in, Corey Dickerson. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Two out with the man at first. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Shot back up the middle. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's Gregory Polanco, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Head-to-head battles with Shane Green. He's hitless in 6 tries. The 2-0 will be a base hit into center field. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. He's safe at the plate. And that ties the ball game in the top of the 9th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Stepping in now, Colin Moran. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. And he bats in a big spot here. Go ahead run at third. 2 men out.
D-Row.
1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw.
The 1-1 pitch. Up high in the air. Candelario is there now to put this one away for the 3rd. Nick Castellanos now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
So we got him looking there. Nicholas Castellanos is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Hot shot down the line. One out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
The designated hitter, number 41, Victor Martinez.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball in there for a called strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3. And a full count now, 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Now time is called, and a very wise decision here with the potential winning run at first. They'll opt to put a little extra speed on the base path. Felipe Rivero comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here. In there for strike 1. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Ball 1. Now the 1-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Tigers leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Josh Bell the next to hit. Head-to-head battles with Shane Green. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped up. Iglesias waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 10.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1.
Missed with a slider.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. So a big moment in the ball game here. Francisco Cervelli, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
Missed with a breaking ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
And that's by him into right field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third, rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
Standing in now, Josh Harrison. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Looking at his career totals, Harrison is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead running. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he is out at the plate. Trying to take the lead, but this game's going to remain deadlocked as the inning is over. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied at 1-1. Victor Mesa will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop.
Number 7.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Weak chopper up the line. Moran comes up with it. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Stepping in, Leonis Martin. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Jose Iglesias. In prior matchups with Felipe Rivero, not a big sample size, 0-for-1.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this, tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Dixon Machado would be next.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and that's the third out. Down in order go the Tigers, still tied 1 apiece. Buck Farmer takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 45.
And that will bring in Adam Frazier. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, the designated hitter, Adam
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starling Marte. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. A ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. Sent out to straightaway center field. Under it is Martin, and that's out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Corey Dickerson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first, saves it. Dixon Machado digs in. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Second baseman, Dixon Machado.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. Two and 1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Three and 1. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Ready for another shot now, Nicholas Castellanos. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
This at-bat's going to be absolutely epic because now he's mixing it up. He's got a little cat and mouse working, and as an offensive player, you got to step out of the box and say, all right, he's respecting me a little bit. I can't be all in fastball.
Ground ball left side. On to first, and that'll mean a 12th inning is in order as this inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Here's Gregory Polanco. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Gregory Polanco.
Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Polanco around first, heading for second now. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Into the box, Colin Moran, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. The 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And that's the first out.
The first baseman, number 55.
Striding in once again, Josh Bell. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with one away. Here's the first pitch. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Hard hit ball to second. Played on the backhand. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate.
Well, he took a big gamble here in a tie game, but the throw is a good one. He probably got excited about scoring the go-ahead run, but that excitement ends up costing them, and we're still tied.
Into the box now, Victor Mesa fouled away. There are two gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. And this one's in the dirt. Dribbled up the line. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Victor Mesa has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Last time through was a base hit. Hit toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at third with two away.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble. Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now the 1-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly, and they'll go to short way to retire the side. Ready once again, Jeimer Candelario. He'll lead things off as they'll try to walk off winners in the bottom half. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2-0 now. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 2-1 home. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Count remains 2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Marte. He can't get to it. That's a leadoff single. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Richard Rodriguez takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0. And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here. Next up for Detroit, Mikey Mata. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Runners going. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Hit on the ground to third. Moran scoops it up. Digging in once again, James McCann. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero. Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Center fielder, number 12.
So digging in now, Leonis Martinez, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And that one's wide to the mark, ball 3.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on it.
Ball 4, and that will move the winning run over to third base now, just 90 feet away. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and we're headed to 13 as that ends the inning. So the Tigers leave them loaded. Still tied 1 apiece. Jacoby Jones is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Lane Hardy takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Iglesias onto the grass, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Starling Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. This will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. And he misses there, 1-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top. Into the box now, Dixon Machado. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
On the move is Polanco. 1 down. Ready for another chance? Miguel Cabrera, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Nope.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To third. To his left, Moran. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out. Nick Castellanos now. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That's by him for strike 1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
And he fouls this one off. Hard ground ball to third. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and that means 13 innings won't even settle this one as that ends the inning. Down in. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Gregory Polanco. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Hit back up the middle. Diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, Dan, obviously good game plan by the offensive team. Bunch of knocks, but they can't seem to get any runs going.
Boy, I'd say as a pitcher, Nero, you're always trying to minimize the damage. Lots of traffic, and so far, very little to show for. You wonder how much longer he can keep this up.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. The 0-1 lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Josh Bell the next to hit. It's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Jacoby Jones the next to hit.
Leading off for the Tigers, Third baseman.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hit out towards second. Harrison has it. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Victor Reyes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Line to the right side. Polanco is there. 2 down. Next for the Tigers, Mikey Matu.
Mikey Matu.
Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike 1. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Goes back up the middle and into center field. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Stepping in now, James McCann, the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Popped him up. And he'll reach first safely. And that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get...
And how do you like that? They roll the dice, the squeeze works, and it's going to end the ball game.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, everyone wants to get their season off on the right foot and feel like all the